Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Um. Actually, I guess I can... I don't know who's here. Oh, no one's here yet. Oh, never mind. Oh, Ben's here. Hi, Ben. What's up? Hello. Is it working? Yeah. Hello. Okay. So we just got done casting a great set between Nate and Andres. That was a lot of fun. We, as in me and JJ. I actually happened to be playing JJ in this upcoming match. Very, very spooky. Before we do that, let me go ahead and quickly do my little pregame thing. I forgot to take a screenshot of JJ's team real quick. JJ, I hope you're not in the chat here, but I bet you're probably just getting ready on your own end too. Let's see. Okay, cool. So if I go to box and HDA, ta-da! So here is JJ's team. As you can see that he's got I don't know, that's like, I don't want to call it like weird or anything, but he's got certainly a draft, and so I think the Mega Dragonite is certainly a little bit tricky. I do have super effective damage into it from like Dragapult and Azumarill, but multi-scale means that I can't reliably take it out in just a single hit, which is going to be tricky, so I have some ways of getting around that. The Arcanine is worrisome. The Metagross in particular is worrisome. I have super effective damage from Scovillain and Dragapult, but Metagross is so bulky that, you know, depending on his investment, it may or may not be super reliable. So I think what's important to note about JJ's team is that my three fastest guys, being Dragapult, Jolteon, and Pinsir, are faster than his entire team, like without any speed control. So I think if I can deny speed control, then I just get to be attacking first, which is quite nice. So that's generally my game plan going into this week. So with that in mind, we'll start off with my Azumarill. I am just running, I think this is what I ran in week 1 as well, was just a 3 attacks Wackenberry Azumarill. Wackenberry was for the Electros in week 1. It's for, not that there's any electric types on JJ's team here right now, but it is for the Dragonite this week. So, in case of Dragonite, I expect it to be running Thunderbolt as coverage for the Azumarill, so I've got Wackenberry here. That said, I don't actually plan to bring Azumarill to this match. I'll bring it if I need to, but what I've got instead, I actually plan on bringing the middle four to this match. The middle four being Jolteon, Pinsir, Mega Pinsir, Dragapult, Pissimian. So the Jolteon here, we're going back to the Choice Scarf Jolteon set that I ran back in week 1. The reason being, even though I did say Jolteon is faster than his entire team, I expect there to be one Scarf guy, and that Scarf guy is either going to be Arcanine or Heracross. Either way, Scarf Jolteon will outspeed it, and I can E-Webs it to bring it back down to normal speed, at which point everything will start to outspeed it again. Or I can T-Wave it, and then even if it switches out, comes back in, then I have ways of dealing with it. Specifically, Mega Pinsir... wrong way. Mega Pinsir is here as my first time bringing Mega Pinsir all season. I have the Pinsir here. It's got Body Slam Feint. Obviously, with Aerialate, the Feint becomes Flying type. The Body Slam becomes Flying type, which is going to be great for something like the Phalanx or the Trevenant. The Pinsir also, when it Mega Evolves, 101 base speed, so I have it jolly and fast enough to outspeed the Simipour. So it is faster than everything on his team, bar any speed control. Of course, the Pinsir does have to worry about the Arcanine. The Arcanine is one of Pinsir's biggest ops, but that's what the Jolteon is for. So if I can slow that Arcanine down with a Jolteon, either Webs or T-Wave, then the Pinsir is able to shine. Specifically, just click High Horsepower and get rid of the Arcanine first. And High Horsepower is also a 2 KO into Metagross, which should be nice. Additionally, Feint is one of the ways that I mentioned of being able to get around the Dragapult. Feint, even if the Dragonite, Feint, even if he protects, will break Multiscale, and then Life Orb Draco Meteor will be able to take the KO. Unfortunately, Life Orb Dragon Pulse doesn't get there if the Dragonite is quite fat, which I kind of expected to be. I think JJ should be able to look at his team and say that in the absence of speed control, I've got it. So I think he's just going to bulk his team out and then either click Tailwind with the Dragonite or Trick Room with the Trevenant. Either way, this Dragapult, depending on what he leads, should be able to die in that speed control. It can Shadow Ball to OHKO the Trevenant, or it can Draco Meteor to OHKO the Dragonite after Feint. So the plan for game 1, at least, is to lead Pinsir and Dragapult, and hope that he doesn't lead Simipour, I guess. Fake Out would be a little bit annoying. And then we just have Sash Passimian, old reliable Sash Passimian. This guy is kind of filler, honestly. If I do decide to adapt to a Azumarill, then it will very likely be replacing the Passimian. And it's just running some, just Sash 3 attacks. Rock Tomb is just an additional form of speed control for the Arcanine or the Dragonite should I need it. And plus it's just CC is just good damage into his team. I kind of expect him to drop probably like the Phalanx and the Samurott and just bring the Dragonite, Arcanine, Metagross, Trevenant, Heracross, Simipour. Maybe he brings the Phalanx instead of the Heracross, who's to say. But depending on how much bulk the Heracross has, Feint is actually still a KO into it. Even if he is just like, a little tiny bit of bulk investment, Feint is still a KO. So I did have Quick Attack at first, but I think the Protect breaking aspect of Feint is going to be quite nice. So I think this matchup is going to hinge around, if I can deny speed control, then I think I win. And if I can't deny speed control, then I think I lose. I do plan on spamming E-Webs a lot with the Jolteon, so that Phalanx with Defiant might become a little bit annoying. But the plan is to just yoink the Dragonite as soon as I can, and then see what comes of it. If he decides that Fake Out plus... I think Fake Out plus Tailwind is probably the best thing that he could do. If he leads like Simipour plus Dragonite, then he can Fake Out the Pinsir and then set Tailwind, and then this guy is in a little bit of trouble because we're in danger of dropping to a Dragon move. But yeah, we'll worry about that when we get there, because like obviously Dragonite plus Simipour lead would be pretty stinky into Azumarill. One more thing that I'll mention, I'm not showing the stats here, but my Azumarill is actually quite fast this week. It may come back to bite me because I think if I ran bulky, I could live 2 T-Bolts from the Dragonite. I could live Wackenberry T-Bolt plus normal T-Bolt. With the amount of bulk that I'm running, or I guess lack of bulk thereof, I'm pretty sure I don't live that double T-Bolt combo anymore. So basically, I'm relying on the multi-scale and the Dragonite being broken ahead of time so that Play Rough can get the KO. So the reason I'm running speed is because I plan on spamming E-Webs a lot. That speed will help the Azumarill outspeed some things. Specifically, I guess I can reveal a stat. Is the Metagross, if it doesn't run any speed investment, is 90 base speed, and I'm running 91 on the Azumarill. So I want to be able to outspeed that Metagross and like do a KO with Liquidation if I need to. I see Bryu in chat. Hello, just went easy, he says. Are you 3-0? Yeah, I am 3-0. I am 3-0. And so JJ, actually, my opponent is also 3-0. In our conference of 18, we are 2 of the only 3 undefeated teams left. And so unfortunately, one of us is going to have to lose our undefeated status. So hopefully it's him and not me. I would love to start 4-0. If I lose, then, so be it. JJ's a good player and he's got a tricky team. So we'll play around it when it comes to there. With that in mind, I think I'm ready to get a room set up. By the way, I did get a new capture card. Oh, it's AJ. Hi, AJ. I did get a new capture card. I'm playing on now an Elgato 4KS. I had like a $20 cheapo USB one before, but now I have basically 0 latency, so I'm actually able to play off the OBS preview and like not want to tear my hair out, which is kind of nice. Not that it really matters for Pokemon because we're just menuing basically. you know, for games like, I don't know, Rhythm Heaven, I just got Rhythm Heaven. I'm enjoying Rhythm Heaven. Um, oh, is that it? Okay, cool. We're up. I guess, I mean, I'm not worried about anything sniping here. You guys can join the room too if you really want to watch in-game. But I mean, you're watching my stream, right? You're in my stream to watch me, right? That's what you're here for. Okay. Let me move OBS over to the side. Pull up my damage calc. I do see... I should probably get off the Twitch chat. I see them on the Twitch chat talking about my stream. Anyways. So we're here for a bit. I see Jessup's in. They're casting on the indie stream. I think you should watch this one. You should watch this one instead of the indie stream. Ha ha ha. Azukam is live. I added the little can I point to it? That thing right there? That right there. That guy. I added that. I think I added it for the last time too. The last set, which was only on Sunday actually, so this is quite quick turnaround for me. Yeah. So I think this game is going to be pretty positional, I think, seeing whether or not he's able to deny the trick room effect, or if I'm able to deny speed control effectively. YouTube is yelling at me. It says that my current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. I have a relatively high bit. It's fine. It's fine. You guys, it's fine for you guys, right? Okay. Oh, I forgot to talk about my nicknames. So these are the nicknames. I kind of copped out. These are just names of jazz tunes. Azumarill is short for It Could Happen to You. The Jolteon is just called From Heaven. The Jolteon is the reason why I did jazz names, because this is actually Penny's Eevee from the Club Room Jolteon. So it's called Penny's Jolteon. So with the nickname, it's Penny's From Heaven, which is a song. I mean, it is Penny apostrophe S instead of like pluralized pennies, multiple pennies. But I still think it's pretty funny. Pinsir's Fly Me to the Moon because it's flying me, like becomes, you know, aerialated, gets flying type moves when you mega. Ben says 4-0. We are playing, both of us are playing for 4-0. We're both playing for 4-0. Dragapult is... I already forgot what Dragapult is. It's not Donnelly, is it? I think I did consider Donnelly and then made it not Donnelly. The Scovillain is Caravan. I don't plan on bringing Scovillain. I kind of have the Scovillain here as just as bait to kind of bait him into bringing something. But it looks like we are about to go. And we see exactly the 6 that I prepped for, which is a nice start. So I think, without thinking too much, I am just going to lock the dudes that I wanted to start. Actually, no. We were going to do it this way. Because I need to find out where his scarf is. I need to find out if the scarf is on the Heracross or if it's on the Arcanine. If the scarf is on the Heracross, then the Arcanine is likely Sash, but that means that the Pinsir should be able to deal with it a little bit more reliably. And if the scarf is on the Arcanine, then the Azumarill can KO it with Aqua Jet if I need to in the future. So we're gonna make it kind of sit, make it seem like we're thinking. I'm gonna get off the Twitch chat too, and I'm also not looking at your chats anymore. Sorry guys, very frazzled right now because like this is one of the more, I mean, this is probably the most stressful match that we've had so far, right? Because JJ's a good player and we're both playing for our undefeated records. So I'm kind of worried that he might be teched out for this. Like if he's Colberberry on the Trevenant, for instance, that might be a little spooky, but we do a Shadow Ball on the Jolteon to break it ahead of time. I just really hope that Simipour doesn't make an appearance. Simipour would be quite annoying. Yeah. Okay. All right. Whew. Oh, I do have a Azumarill Professor. I did get that between last week and this week. So Arcanine Trevenant comes out. Not expected at all. But because he sees my scarf on the Jolteon, he sees my Life Orb there. That is fine by me. I think I think I'm okay to click Webs and Shadow Ball into the Trevenant. We are pretty bulky on the Dragapult this week, so we shouldn't be in danger of getting KO'd by anything. Yeah, even Head Smash from Arcanine shouldn't KO. I mean, he has rolls to KO if he is Adamant, but I think this should be okay. I would like to spam Shadow Ball for as much as I can before clicking Draco, and then taking the special attack drops. Leading Pinsir would have been a little spooky had this been Scarf Arcanine, which is why I want to lead the Jolteon first. Out goes Trevenant. Whatever's coming in is taking a huge attack. Yeah, Terracross, depending on his bulk, might drop to this combo. We do get Webs. It does hit both. So unfortunately, we aren't going to get to see the speed interaction. Like, we're not going to confirm the Arcanine item this turn, but it's fine. He is quite bulky on the Heracross. Spidef drop might be nice, honestly. And it is Head Smash. We should live. We don't live. Okay. So in order to get that KO, I forgot about Life Orb recoil, but even with that, if he's Adamant and Scarf, then it's a roll in his favor if he's Adamant and Scarf. But I think what I can do now is go Pinsir, and then E-Web should pick up the Heracross from here. And we know that even the Scarf 9, the Arcanine is Dash, or Scarf, then this should pick up. So, the Scarf, I mean, our Pinsir were outspeed, so we might be able to get a double KO here, which would be nice. The Heracross is revealed to be leftovers, is it? No, it's not leftovers. But with bulk investment, let me double check how much that E-Web into Shadow Ball is supposed to do. Yeah, that seems reasonable for a Heracross. So right now we've got a 95% chance of, clearing the Arcanine. That'd be great. I want to see Protect. Okay, cool. So we know now that it's probably Sash. This should KO with a Spidef drop. I would have KO'd anyways, right? But High Horsepower does come out. So Trevenant comes out. Honestly, because I kind of want to body slam the Trevenant. I'm more worried about the Trevenant than the Arcanine, honestly, because we have the Simeon. And so, like, I want to get damage on the Trevenant, frankly. But if I high horsepower the Arcanine, then... yeah, I'm surely he's Koba Berry here, but... he's either Koba or the other one. But I think the Arcanine, I'm not as worried because we have the Passimian. I think the worst case is Koba Berry here. Alternatively, I could have switched into Passimian here. No Koba Berry. So this should KO. Nice. And I expect this to be Rock Slide, just get the double KO. It is. We dodge. Jolteon dodges. Pinsir will drop. That's fine. Because we have Passimian. So, I mean, Mega Dragonite is going to be... oh, do I have damage for Dragonite at this point? I think Dragonite just might win damage trades here. Metagross. No Mega. Interesting. I mean, we are just spamming E-Webs now. I think I just want to knock off the Metagross, probably. I mean, Webs has not been doing that much damage to the Arcanine, right? I think we'll go this way. Man, had this been a Azumarill, we would have been kinda chillin', kinda. No protects. 46 down to 19. The next one should KO the Arcanine. Next Pissimian should move. Knock off. Not great damage. I mean, it's fine. Iron Ball. Okay, he definitely wanted to set up Trick Room with that Metagross then. Okay. The Psychic Fangs goes into Pissimian, brings us down to Sash, and this should be Rock Slide. Flare Blitz. Into Jolteon? We live. We don't live! He is adamant then, surely, right? For the Flare Blitz to KO Jolteon? Yeah. Very likely adamant. Man, what if I had Earthquake on Pissimian? Wouldn't that be kind of sick? But surely this is just... So he's got Flare Blitz, Rock Slide, Head Smash, there's Bullet Punch in the Metagross. Yeah, so that's game 1 for JJ. Yeah, I think attacking the Trevenant with the Pinsir was correct because of the reveal of Iron Ball. Like, if he'd set Trick Room, it would have been a little spooky. No Dragonite is honestly a little spooky. It also means that my Azumarill is not that great because I ran fast on it. I'm assuming that this Arcanine is just Adamant Sash. No, and I think that's smart by JJ, knowing that his Arcanine is going to be undersped by everything anyways, so might as well just get the extra damage from Adamant. He's thinking. Okay, I should also think. So, losing Dragapult on turn 1 was not good. Yeah, I think that was the moral of the story. I shouldn't lose Dragapult on turn 1. We are bulky on it. But not bulky enough for Adamant Head Smash. No Dragonite, no Dragonite. So he led Trevenant plus Arcanine, which I think means he really wants to get Trick Room up. So given that it wasn't Koba on the Trevenant, I'm assuming that means he's the Ghost Resist Bear. But he switched the Trevenant out on turn 1. Regardless, knowing that he's Sash on the Arcanine rather than not Sash, Scarf, means that Azumarill probably isn't the Bring. I think it's the same guys. I just have to play around the order a little bit differently. I mean, like, I think Pult lead is still fine, but do I lead Pinsir next to it if he leads the same guys? Do I just lock in the same? If I lock in the same... I mean, Webs on the Jolteon didn't really do anything because we saw slow, so I can lock in a smarter move on the Jolteon. Alternatively, I could have just switched the Jolteon out for it faster, but knowing that he's a Sash on the Arcanine probably makes me want to do something like this. Deny Trick Room. I just like really don't want Trick Room getting up. Yeah, okay, Adamant Arcanine is breaking all of my calcs, unfortunately. For what it's worth, I mean, he did miss Rock Slide into my Jolteon, which would have kind of put me into Flare Blitz range anyways, but I did have, like, not unreasonable rolls to live that Flare Blitz from the Arcanine. If I had, then I think Pissimian might have been able to pull it out. Okay. Dragonite Simipour. We leave the same. So here's what I'm worried about. This is Fake Out into Jolteon and Tailwind, like 100% of the time. The Sash could be on the... he hasn't always run Dash on this guy before. But I am just going to do this. And then get Draco here. Because if he doesn't Fake Out, then I can get the Dragonite. But surely this is just fake up, but I want damage into the Dragonite. And then I will just, like, switch the Dragapult out next turn or something like that. But I think this is pretty good for JJ, honestly. This is just fake out into Jolteon. This should just be Tailwind, right? If it's not Tailwind, I'm fine. I'm fine if we break multi-scale. And if he takes the Dragapult here, I'm pretty happy. That's good damage. Should be in, like, Rock Tomb range from Passimian. Not quite. Depending. I would love for him to take, but it is Tailwind. Okay. You know, because I'm okay with him... Like, if he doubles the Jolteon right now, I think I'm okay with that. Like, I'll take the Dragonite, and Dragonite's kind of worrisome. So I'm okay. Like, he might anticipate me to do something about the Dragapult, but if I can start spamming E-Webs, then, like, Jolteon will outspeed both of these guys after I get an E-Webs up because I'm Scarf. This is okay. I kind of doubt that Jolteon's in range of anything, right? Okay. This is... Scald into Jolteon. I see. JJ's playing smart. He's playing smart. Get damage on the Jolteon right now. Burn, a little annoying. Actually, it's pretty annoying, because I think it puts me in a deep pulse range now, regardless. Whack and Berry Simipour. Well, we're breaking it with Webs. It doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it means that Webs isn't a K. Man... JJ's playing too well. Kind of annoying. He's kind of annoying. Okay, so he can... I don't think Simipour, like, with an Ice move... Should I think about this? Passimian's kind of useless. I think we can go this way. Because I think he's very incentivized to KO the Jolteon right now. With the D-Knight specifically. Actually, it doesn't work because we're gonna do it. This is the wrong play. This is the wrong play. Because like he can just Scald because the Jolteon's not threatening KO Nissim before. He can just send Dragon Move into Dragapult and then Scald into the just Scald into the Jolteon. So this is just the KO and then. Yeah, if I stay in and click E-Webs, at least I get the Dragonite slow. The thought behind this is that I could bring in, like, guys that can protect on this turn. I can double protect here, and this should be the last turn of Tailwind coming up. It's annoying. Yeah, it's the last turn of Tailwind. So I have to bring in this guy, I have to double protect. Do I? No, I don't have to double protect, huh? Yeah. Ah, tricky. But like, what could I have done? Like, if I kept the Jolteon in, then I'm pretty sure I outspeed the Simipour. I could E-Webs, like protect the Dragapult, E-Webs. That's pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm dumb. If just like last turn, I had protected the Dragapult and clicked Webs, and then if he sends Dragon Pulse into Dang, that was just better, huh? Well, no, but then if he switches into the Jolteon... Well, at least Tailwind's up. Right? So, what I have now is... T-Bolt here, Body Slam here. And now we're at the point of the game where I just start outspeeding everything. See, what's very unfortunate, though, is that, like... Oh, did I mess up? Was I supposed to click Shadow Ball with Jolteon? I might have had to click Shadow Ball with Jolteon. Because of Metagross. Trevenant. I mean, this is okay. Because if the Dragonite protects, then I can send T-Bolt into the Dragonite next turn. And then... Oh, no! I see what he's doing. He's gonna let the Dragonite go down. He's gonna bring Simipour, then fake out Trick Room, and then it's Jover, right? No, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, he's... Okay. This is okay. Because now T-Bolt into the Dragonite is enough for the KO, right? Yeah, he should be in T-Bolt range. So at this point, I can T-Bolt the Dragonite, Body Slam into Trevenant. Yeah, the burn on the Jolteon is really coming into play now, unfortunately. But I think if he had let the Dragonite go down, then he would have won. By bringing in Simipour and then clicking a Fake Out into my Pinsir and then Trick Room. But this should KO. And then Body Press into Trevenant, or Body Slam into Trevenant should KO. So if he brings in Simipour Metagross now... Well, if he brings in Arcanine, then it's just boned, right? Metagross is the only way that I have to win this game. Yeah, I said Pult was important, and then the Arcanine comes out. So I just need to hope that his Sash is, like, somehow not on the Arcanine. He's just clicking Rock Slide. I take out Rock Slide. If he doesn't click Fake Out, and he's not Sash, then I can just get rid of the Arcanine like this. If he does click Fake Out, and he's Sash, then Rock Slide, I'm going to have to help dodges one of my guys anyway, so I think it's better not to protect here. But he could Fake Out the Pinsir. He's never clicking Fake Out into the Pinsir, though. There's always Fake Out into the Jolteon. If this Fake Out into Pinsir, he's a madman. Yeah. So, this Fake Out, then I flinch. I hope he's not Sash. Well, alright. Dodge. I need a guy to dodge. Dodge. Pinsir, please. Double dodge. No. GG. GG's, JJ. GG's. I'm sad. I'm actually pretty sad about this one. Not because, like, I mean, I didn't play that great. But I think, like, I don't know. I think it was doable. I think it was very doable. And I just let it slip away, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, it's so sad. So sad. I mean, you know, bringing... I mean, Arcanine is just so good for him, because it's not like Scovillain does much into Arcanine anyways. I think this is just, you know, the better option. But I think can't really EV for... I can't really EV for Rock Slide, right? So, I mean, I guess an alternative was running not Scarf on Jolteon. If Jolteon was able to do stuff other than spam one move, then maybe I could have run, like, Charm for the Arcanine. Charm on the Arcanine actually kind of is decent for the Scovillain, or the Pinsir, I mean, but, alas. I think I kind of want to, you know, yeah, tricky. I can pull up chat again real quick. Yeah, rip. Yeah. So I'm down to 3-1. JJ's up at 4-0. Yeah, the Arcanine was... Yeah, Sash Arcanine was definitely much harder to deal with than the non-Sash one. I think, like, okay, this past... So game 2, had I led... or I think the lead was fine, game 2. Yeah, if he's... Okay, if... Game 2, so I think turn 1 is fine. E-Webs and then Draco the Dragonite. Then after, he sets up Fake Out Tailwind. then what do I even do at that point? Do I like... So he protected D-Knight and then went for Scald into Jolteon. I clicked Bolt. No, I clicked Webs. Webs into Simipour, Brickswalk, and Berry. Bounces off the Protect of the Dragonite. Speed order this upcoming turn is Dragonite, Jolteon, Simipour, Polt. No, Polt maybe even goes before Simipour, honestly, at that. Actually, no. Definitely not. Definitely not. So, yeah, Simipour, then Polt. So what I could do then is protect the Polt and Webs. Protect the Polt and Webs is 100% the right play on turn 3. Is if I go protect the Polt and Webs, like, well, he can Dragon Pulse my Jolteon, right? If he Dragon Pulses the Jolteon, then Feint isn't enough to pick up the Dragonite from this range. Definitely not. Like, it's... Yeah, no way. So I think it's just a read, and he just had it the right way. 50-50 almost. Basically, where's the Dragon Pulse going is the question. But if he had... Yeah. So the thought between the play that I made was, if he sent Dragon Pulse into the Jolteon as I switch into Passimian, then I get the Draco KO into the D-Knight. Oh, it's just not even that good. Yeah, JJ is... I'm sure he's doing his winner's interview right now, so I can... He sent me one message, but, you know, it's fine. Anyways, I will have to stew on this on my own. Yeah, I think this was, like, a perfectly doable matchup, but the Sash on the Arcanine definitely... Like, Adamant Sash really just broke all of my defensive calcs, which is a little unfortunate. Which I think is a slight on my own prep. But anyways, I'm gonna stop the stream and then go stew in my own loneliness for a little bit. Alright, bye-bye.